The following is for entertainment purposes only. We are not financial advisors. We are not responsible for any losses, only the profits. This video actually started out me just trying to make a list for the group. I was going to hand it over, but before I knew it, I already had a video, and I was like, dude, I'm going to throw it on the site. Here we go. Number one, watch. What are we going to watch this week? Dude, we got to watch TLT. I know, boring, lame sauce, but dude, just look at the chart, man. Head, shoulders, head and shoulders. We're sitting on the right side of a shoulder pad here. Technically, this could go back down to $140, you know, somewhere around there. But, you know, around this time, it's looking ready to pop. We're seeing some FUD come in of too much liquidity, too much money out there. Imagine that. We're starting to see some Wall Street Journal articles trickling out, though. Okay? You want to watch and wait for this thing to break. You can wait for that. Break 145 if you're watching it. This is kind of the safe haven. Let's call it the boomer safe haven. Okay? But watch it. Or just not. Go to the other place. If you don't even want to do it, go to something else. That's what I'm here for, to give you endless amount of plays. How about this one? Well, you've heard your local realtor tell you there's no housing inventory at all. Buy now. Buy now. You just buy now, man. Buy now. Interest rates are so low. Look at this beautiful house you can get for this monthly payment. They're selling it on the payment, just like the slickest of car salesmen in the world. Even the dudes at Best Buy will sell you on it. $2,500 stereo, but if you get the Best Buy card, it's only like $62 a month. Who can't afford that? Look at this. Monthly supply of houses in the United States. Y'all see my housing video? You should watch it if you haven't. But everything is going according to plan. What am I getting at? If you ask any realtor and they're honest with you, the one factor they look at the most out of anything is how much inventory there is. The smaller amount of inventory out there, the higher they think they can charge people, and they will. They'll charge people more. You know, let's just keep upping the price per square foot, and that's where they go to the per square foot price. What's going on? Getting more inventory ever since the beginning of the year. Ever since the beginning of the year. Don't believe all the hype you're seeing. Look at the money. Look at the charts. I don't watch the news. I just read charts. You should too. Existing home sales. Guess when it peaked? January 1st. How about rental vacancy rate? This should be pretty interesting to you. Rental vacancy rate in the United States is actually going up. Why is that? Can somebody answer that question? Remember these yellow lines that I've told you about before? Right over here, these yellow lines. These are actually what Fred considers a recession. See how this is all yellow? All that yellow? Recession. No one's talking about that though. Why? How about consumer loans, credit cards, and other revolving plans from commercial banks? What is this showing? Billions of dollars that people are taking credit cards, call it. Consumer loans. It's going up. Since when? Since the free government money stopped coming. So what do you think was happening with that money? Were people being smart with it? Paying the mortgage? No, they're just still shopping and buying dumb stuff. You don't believe me? Look at this chart. Guess what's happened since the beginning of the year? It's going up. Look at the chart. Solid yellow, recession. How about this? Housing inventory active listing count in the United States. It's another graph, not just newer housing. It looked bottom out again around May. What also happened in May? Credit card spending went up. Consumer loans went up. Seeing the correlation here? How can you fight this? Well, sell your house if you have one. That's what I recommend, number one. Number two, you can invest in something like this. DRV, not the DMV, the DRV, Directional Daily Real Estate Bear, 3x or 3-time leverage shares. Check it out. So last March, Sharoni, this thing was all the way up to like $71.14. right now you can buy it for a low price of $5.24. Because everyone was taught that everything is great and gravy. But guess what's happening? We're getting consolidation. Look how straight this is right there. Look at this though. Look at the volume, dude. You see this massive volume? So this was right when the last March 2020 thing happened, and it's crazy. Look at the volume. It slowly died down because people were, oh, we're getting free money. $1,200 is going to change the world. It will. Not because of the $1,200, because of the devaluation of the currency. Even lately, we've been getting some, you see this spike in volume since May. Remember May? Remember the graphs up there? May 1st. But what happened to the price? The price didn't really do anything. It's been just kind of fizzling, consolidating. This is one of the huge factors. I'm going to call it my golden cross I look at. When the volume is peaked, starts going down, the stock goes down, and then the stock starts consolidating. And then when you look at the volume, it's still up, but you still have this all trailing behind. This is, you're creating what's like a VWAP in here, right? So you got a lot of money in here. A lot of money is getting exchanged from people still getting out and all that. What does that mean? Usually when volume goes up, stock go up. It's just a rule of thumb. We've had a little bit of die out in the past like couple of weeks or something. I'm not really too worried about it. I like how slow this is actually playing too, because in all this little consolidation we had back here, this is all doing that tiny amount. So could this still go down, and is this leveraged and you can lose money here? For sure. Okay. We could still have another year or two before we get the media known stock market crash, but just wait. It's going to take one or two articles or one massive event where all of a sudden all the media channels in one night are going to be talking how bad the housing market is and it's actually all screwed, and this is going to rip. Can anyone multiply what $5 is to $70? Look at oil. Look at oil. Look at oil. I'm gonna try to keep this video short, so I'm not gonna get into it. Look at oil. Look at the macro picture. What's going on with the oil? More suppression. Prices probably still going up. Yada yada. All space plays. Watch all space plays. Got the Branson Bezos thing. Don't forget to pull at least part of your shares out when they're green. If they're green, you don't have to fully get out of the space race. But if you're sitting in some green, put it in your pocket. Move to something else. SFTW is a space place we talked about. That's still floored out. Huge volume last week. Huge volume last week. I actually don't even know if this ticker changed yet. I can't even remember. Did SFTW ticker change? I don't know. I don't care. I think it's going to go up. Has a lot of headroom on it. Fine. Look at this play, though. Done lots of videos on it. This is one of the only space one that really hasn't done anything. But again, the volume into last week went crazy. So when you see the volume go crazy, but no price action, just kind of getting tight, that's when I buy. ASTS. This is a cell phone, 5G. Commons or warrants. Look at those. $12-ish, $13 common right now. I can see this thing ripping. De-SPAC'd under $10 SPACs. Risky, okay, because they're de-SPAC'd. They can still go lower. They can go to $2. Probably not, though. They could. Risky, but I like doing in-the-money leaps. Option calls around $8. So if I like the company, I got to like the company, too. At least see a future, maybe some decent growth, whatever. Once they get around $8, I'm seriously looking at some leaps. Want some tickers? How about TALK? How about ATIP? Physical therapy? How about ORGN? Recycling? How about body? BODY? The FRX boys? What do you think? About $8? How about waiting for redemption on Kano? Remember Jaws, the SEXY play, right? The health insurance play for people over 65 years old. Ticker CANO for me. Jaws #1. That thing is around $12. It's been dipping down. On paper, it looks good. Okay, on paper, maybe it does look SEXY. Regardless, we've got some redemptions probably coming on. I think this thing will maybe get us to around 10. If we get to about 10, I'll be looking for entry on Kano. Watch that one. Talks of, okay, so we've got some talks kind of going over the internet right now. Maybe the next runners for SPACs. DCRC, solid state battery. SRNG, it's Bill Gates sauce. His El Special Bill Gates sauce. Could start the runs, both super cheap for what they are. Really are. They're floored out pretty much. You still have floors. I also love DCRN. Floored out. This is decarbonization 2. This is the tritium electronic vehicle charger. Picks and shovel play. Actually just got one of my guys in the group. He actually just gave me a price per share evaluation, whatever. Basically, DCRN and Sniper are looking at SNPR. Sniper, the one with the advertisements. That one might run, and DCRN. Watch those. You can still get these warrants for like $1.50, man. SEAH, Betway Sports Betting, macro worldwide is what they're going after. This thing's like floored out. Still heavy in warrants under $1. I'm still heavy in warrants under $1. I'm not buying anything over $1 though. Any warrants over $1. It's just, yeah, they could eventually all be like at $2 and $3 and $4 like they were last time. But guess what? I'm gonna play it exactly like I did last time. Once I get to $1, I'm like pulling out, looking for other stuff like floored out comments. BTAQ, the Israel Technon LOI SPAC play, big volume ticks last week. Watch that one this week. NOAC, NOAC, plant-based food volume spikes last week. Watch it. A rumor of Impossible Foods. If not Impossible Foods, watch this one dump. Could rip then dump. If it's Impossible Foods, we already have a following. You might want to get into it. Possible Polestar electronic vehicle company might get an LOI soon for SPAC. If so, I think you should get in. Don't buy warrants like $7, you know, but $2, $2.50, $3. I'd take a position probably with that. I like Polestar. They're already selling electronic vehicles. They want to be the next Tesla, but they actually already have a product. That means a lot. Research the company, already making cars. Really low, preparing for more. BlackBerry. BlackBerry. Why am I talking about this? I don't like talking about Wall Street bet stuff, but this is an actual legit company, man. They're like headwinding even 6G technology. They're growing. They're huge. They're awesome. They make apps. Anyways, it's also got some Wall Street bet love. So whatever, we can play this. So, you know, it's risky at this point. I'd like to buy it around the $8.74 range, around this line right here. But what just happened, we've had some gnarly runs. Look at this thing. Spiked all the way to like 29. Zip it back down to $8.74. Zipped all the way to 20-something. Refilled this gap-a-rooney on this last rip. See that? Refilled that. We're going to use that line here. Play this as you will. Honestly, I'm probably not going to touch it. There's just so many other plays that are, to me, easier with less risk to play. But, you know, if you're playing this, use this chart. We already filled this gap. This could be time to start going back up. DSGT, remember this one, dude? Super penny right now. They just released pictures of the electronic truck in the showroom in the Bay Area, California. Could be a catalyst to get some jumps in their stock price. Actually pretty cool. A little bit bigger than I thought. Kind of something Dodge Ram and something else in there is kind of what it looks like, but you can tell they actually went all out. Yeah, not bad. They even got a blue one. They got a white one and a blue one. Go check them out. Go test drive them. Go buy. Don't buy one. Watch that stock though. Should you look yellow into that? Just like my videos always said, no. But I can still see it running. You know, you still might multiply. Who knows when? Oh, IPO DD. Got some China FUD. Be careful. DD stock here. This thing just launched. You know, the bye-bye guy. He was saying, you know, sell everything you got, your cat, your car, your wife. Sell it all and YOLO this thing. Why wasn't I talking about it? Because it's a new IPO and they suck for many reasons. Anyways, I think it's down off of launch. I don't even remember, but the deal is this. China crackdown on Didi is a reminder that Beijing is in charge. what happens when you don't have a capitalist society, right? After the crackdown on Didi, China opened cybersecurity probes into 3 more tech firms. So what's going on? China governmentals, Chinese regulators suggest Didi delay over its U.S. IPO. China's trying to step in. They're just stirring the pot, dude. But what does that mean? Stock's going to go down. Okay. I hope you didn't jump into this one. Stock's going to go down. Macro picture is going to hurt other stuff. We even have this. Chinese antitrust regulator to block Tencent video games merger. Again? Or something, right? Haven't we read this article 17 times already with Tencent? Dude, just don't touch any Asian stocks. At least China stuff. How are we going to play it, though? Well, you have this. You have QQQ, China Tech. QQQ. This thing's probably going to dump. It's probably going to take QQQ, NASDAQ stuff kind of down too, but not as much as the China-specific one. Don't you think? China Tech, where's it going to go? If I wanted to flow with this, if I wanted to surf that way, you know, to get in, and I'd probably pull out around like 74. Could it go lower? Sure, but risky stuff like this, I'm in and out. How about this? This one's really cool. China 50 index consists of the 50 largest, most liquid public Chinese companies currently trading on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. Weighted based on total market of the securities market values will generally have a higher representation of the index. What's in the index? Alibaba, Tencent Holdings, China Construction Bank, Ping An. I don't even know what these are, man. But they got healthcare, financials, consumer discretionary, all that stuff. What's that ticker? Yang. Y-A-N-G. Yang. Should say directional daily FTSE China Bear 3X shares. If you want to surf this thing, where should you be? Where's your entries, all that? Well, it's sitting like 14. You know, I'd probably get in and quickly pull at like 19. But it's 3X. Yes, you can make more money. There we have another line, though, at about 38. Okay, pull halfway between there if you want. 25, 30, whatever you want to do. But, you know, something like this, just kind of be in and out. Give me my 10%. Cool. But this is another play for y'all. The first half of 2021, more money flowed annualized into equities than the previous 20 years combined. Look at this, dude. Back from 2002. Look at this flow of billions into equities. It looks so tiny. Compared to Q1 of this year, look at this monster wick. That should kind of scare you but excite you at the same time. That's what it does for me. There's part of me that sees that and like, wow, we can clutch on that, right? That's got our back now. I don't know. That also means all that money can pull the rug out from underneath you. So watch it. We're playing with a lot more liquidity. Just remember that liquidity ain't worth what it was yesterday. If you haven't liked, commented, or subscribed on the video, please do it. It definitely helps out the channel. We also have a Discord. Join it. Links down in the description. See y'all later tomorrow. Please friend us on Twitter and StockTwits.